So let's be honest, the market's been a little dramatic lately. Prices are high, interest rates aren't winning any popularity contests, and a lot of buyers are asking the same thing. Is buying even worth it right now? Totally fair. Renting can feel like the more flexible, less stressful option, but here's the truth. Renting might feel easier short term, but it's not always the smarter move long term. If you're renting in Long Beach, Seal Beach, Huntington Beach, or anywhere nearby, and wondering whether to keep renting or make the leap to ownership, let's break down what your money is really doing in both scenarios. This isn't a scare tactic or a sales pitch, it's a financial reality check. I've helped clients who were convinced renting made more sense until we walk through the numbers, and once you see it side by side, it's kind of a no-brainer. Let's say your rent is $2,700 a month. That's $32,400 a year, just for the roof over your head. Now, let's assume rent goes up 10% a year. Not a stretch. Every landlord knows that with rent control, they should be increasing your rent 5 to 10% a year. Here's what that looks like over 5 years. Year 2, if your landlord increases your rent 10%, your $2,700 a month has now gone up to $2,970. So if you're paying $2,970, you've now paid $35,640 for the year. If we keep doing this math, by year 5, your $2,700 a month in rent with a 10% increase has now gone up to $3,952 a month in rent. In a year, you'll have paid $47,436. That's $47,436 towards your landlord's mortgage. Over the course of 5 years, guys, now pay attention because this is gonna hurt. You will have paid $197,804. That's nearly 200 grand. Gone. No equity, no return, just a very expensive 5-year sleepover at someone else's investment property. Yep. Now, let's say you buy a $500,000 condo. This scenario is based on today's rates hovering in the high 6s. And yes, they're still saying the rates are going to come down. Option 1, 20% down, your monthly payment would calculate somewhere around $3,248, and that's principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, the whole nut. Option 2, 10% down, your monthly payment would be somewhere around $3,625 a month. Yes, it's a higher payment, but here's the thing. It doesn't go up every year, it stays the same. There's no surprise rent increases, no surprise increases every year. And while you're making that payment, you're building equity. And if the rates do come down, you can refinance and drop your payment. Oh, and here's the other thing. With just 3 to 5% annual appreciation, that condo could be worth close to $600,000 in just 5 years. That's almost $100,000 in potential value, plus you're chipping away at the loan balance. So instead of $200,000 out the window that you've spent in rent, you could be putting that money to work for you. Now, I know that you're thinking, but what about mortgage rates? I'm waiting for 3% to come back. Look, I miss them too. Those rates were like finding designer shoes on clearance. Exciting, but rare. That 3% window was a result of emergency economic policies during the pandemic. It wasn't normal, and it's not coming back anytime soon. Right now, rates are in the high 6s to low 7s, and experts expect them to settle somewhere around the mid 6s in 2025. And what I tell people all the time, deal with what you know right now. Don't wait for the unicorn to miraculously appear. We don't know if 3 or even 4% is coming back in the next year or 2 or 3. So don't wait for that, because every year you wait, I just showed you what you're spending in rent. Zillow's senior economist put it best: staying out of the market in hopes of a rate drop that never comes can lead to missed opportunities. Translation: waiting could cost you more in rising home prices than you'd ever save with a better rate. And if rates do drop, like I said before, you can always refinance. So if you're renting and starting to feel like you're stuck in a financial treadmill, it might be time to ask, whose mortgage do I want to be paying? Mine or my landlord's? If you're even thinking about making a change, let's talk. The first step is to start by talking to a reputable mortgage lender. You don't need to be ready to buy tomorrow. You just need to have a plan for when the time is right, or to know when the time is right. And that does start with a plan. Scan the QR code, shoot us a message, and we can help you figure out what's possible. Bye for now, and I hope this helps.